Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing 5 3x3 walkthrough solves. I haven't done them for a while, so I figured I would do some for you guys. I'm going to be using the stickerless MF3 RS2M, and the Scramble should be either on the screen or in the description if you want to follow along. So let's just get started with the first Scramble. So for this cross, my cross pieces are here, 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 and here. And my first pair is going to be green and red, which are going to be completely preserved when I do this cross, because I can do it from a different angle than you might normally do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the red and green on the layer with the white centerpiece in relation to each other along with the orange piece. And by doing that, I can set the blue up pretty well as pair up the green and red F2L pair. So what I'm going to do is I have the red piece here, so I'm going to start with an R, which pairs these up, UD prime, R back prime, and then that has these three pieces in correctly oriented in relation to each other. Then I can do a DR to put this last one in, and this is still paired up in the back. However, I can preserve this pair by doing green and orange first, like so. So I'm not going to insert it. I don't insert until I do these. I'm going to rotate and put these in the back. Then I can do a sort of multi-slotting technique here. If I take this pair out, or if I take this white, orange, and blue piece out, so that I can do a 3-move insert with this, then I can insert both of these at once, like so. So if you missed it, that was like this. I had these two pieces, set them up, and then did an L prime to set both of these up and inserted them both at the same time. Next I have an OLL, which will give me an EPLL, and a Z perm. So that was a pretty creative solve for me. I don't usually have any multi-slotting techniques that I do. I don't think I'm sure I would not have recognized that in a solve, but it is something interesting to see when you're doing slow solves. So let's get into the next Scramble. Okay, I see another white cross that I can do with it's actually a white X cross, which is pretty nice. So I have my cross pieces here, here, here is green, and this is red. So I have the four of them set up pretty nicely. You might be able to see what I can do here with this 2x1 block with the green and red F2L pair. The edge for that is back here. Okay, so what I'm going to start off with is do an F prime so that I can move this piece down. But before I do that, I'm going to do a back prime and then insert these two pieces with R2F. Then I would normally do an R, but to insert the edge in the back, I'm going to do a U first, and then an R. And then I'll do a D, which will set up this X cross in the back. Now I can go straight into the red and orange pair, and next I can do the green and orange, followed by the orange and blue. Then a simple OLL and diag swap PLL. Next Scramble. Okay, I see this has a pretty good white cross. Let me check out yellow because I haven't done any of those yet. Now I think white's just better in general for these Scrambles. I'm going to do another white cross that has quite a few of them in already or set up very well. And then I'm going to do green and red as my first pair, which will be a 3-move insert. So my cross pieces are all right here next to each other. Here's blue, orange, green, and red. And my first move is pretty simple. I'm just going to put the green piece down next to the orange piece. Then I'm going to do a bunch of D and R moves to do the rest of the cross, and that will bring this edge up here with red on top, which will set this up for a 3-move insert. And the reason I know red will be on top is because I have red on bottom here, so when I do an R2, it'll be flipped up. So the next move is going to be a D, then an R2, another D, another R2, and a D2. So then that sets these up for a 3-move pair, as well as a nice green and orange pair in the back. So so I'll do those two. Next I have not very good cases, so that's unfortunate, but I'm going to do orange and blue next, like this. U, and then these two, and I'll insert it with a sledgehammer to orient some edges. Next I have this OLL, but I can do a OLL CP to get an EPLL, and then just solve the U-perm. Fourth scramble. Okay, so for this one I am going to do yellow, and I'm going to have a decent first pair. So I have my cross pieces here, 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 and here. And the first two I'm going to do are blue and red. By the way, my first pair is going to be green and orange. Actually, the first piece I'm going to do is orange, and then I'll do green, and then I'll do blue and red last, because I can preserve the pair even better this way. So what I'm going to do for the orange piece, to not disturb this pair, is do an R, U prime, R2. So this pair is here. Then to finish off the other pieces, I'm just going to do an F, L, F prime. So this pair is still here, as you can see. But from this angle, I would rotate to have it in the back left corner, because that is the worst spot, in my opinion, to be looking for pieces. So it's good to have those already inserted. Next, I can tell that just by looking at this, I only have 2 blue edges left. I can see all my white pieces, so I know that, and this is orange, so I know that this one must be red, so I can insert that. Now I have some pretty crappy cases again. What I'm going to do is, before I take this piece out, I'm going to do a U prime, which will create a not as bad case for the ending. I'm going to insert orange and blue in the back, and then do this case for green and red. Next I have an OLL and J perm. And final solve. Okay, for this one I'm going to do yellow once again. I have my cross pieces here. This is orange, then green, blue, and red. I'm going to have my first pair be orange and green, which will be set up not horribly. So the first thing I'm going to do is do an F, L, R prime to get these 3 in, or these 2 in, but 3 in total. Then a down prime, L2, down, which will finish off my cross. Next, I can actually do a few things here. I think, seeing that my case that I had for the green and orange won't be screwed up, I would actually do green and red first, like this. Then I can do a similar thing for green and orange as I was planning to do already. And then finally, this is going to set up pretty nicely, I believe. I could be wrong. Actually, yeah, this is not going to set up as nicely as I thought. But next, what I'm going to do is blue and orange, which I have the edge here in the back. And then rotate and insert this one. And then this is a ZBLL that I know. That goes like this. That's the slowed down version, but then it looks more like this when it's fast. Even though that wasn't very good. So anyway, that is it for these 5 3x3 walkthrough solves. I hope that you were all able to learn something from this, and if you want to check out some more walkthrough solves similar to these, then you can check out the walkthrough solve videos that I put up before this. They aren't, when they were made, I wasn't quite as fast as I am now, but I still think that there are a few things you can learn from all the different scrambles and solves that I've had to go through in these videos. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!